All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Betting by the Numbers, the sports betting YouTube and Discord channel dedicated to taking the decision-making process of sports betting out of the hands of idiots like me and putting it in the hands of people who actually win. Today, we're going to continue our series with our friends over at OddsJam using their free fantasy screen. Yesterday, I put up a PrizePicks and a parlay play. Both went 5 out of 6, so we doubled our money. Great day. Obviously, we're one away. And in the case of the PrizePicks, we're one shot on goal away from hitting the 6 out of 6 in the times 20. But hey, that's okay. We still doubled our money. We're back today, and there's still plenty of sports. With the early lines, there's not as many MLB lines out yet. The ones that are going up are kind of getting picked off as we go. So we'll be looking out for lines changing, but you can see some pretty staggered lines here in terms of especially Pinnacle. What we're looking at here, I explained briefly the last 2 days, but we're looking at OddsJam's fantasy screen. On this, we will see player props that are listed on major player props apps that are available countrywide: PrizePicks, Underdog Fantasy, Parlay Play, No House Advantage. All of those are here. And what they're showing is when you use those apps and you create a 5 or 6 pick, depending on the app, you are paying set odds whether you're taking the over or the under at minus 119 in the case of PrizePicks. We're looking for player props that are set at different prices at different sportsbooks. And by different, I mean lower, much lower. So you're having to pay $189 at Pinnacle to win $100 if you wanted to bet Patrick Wisdom over bases. But at PrizePicks, I only have to pay $119 to win $100. That's positive expected value, and it's that type of betting that we do day in and day out using this fantasy screen that lends results. It just does. These sportsbooks don't lose over time, and following them is the easiest way. Don't try to beat them. Don't try to figure out an algorithm that somehow predicts the games. Just watch what the sportsbooks are doing and follow them. It doesn't work every day, but over time it lends its results. So let's get into the picks. First one, Patrick Wisdom, Chicago Cubs over 0.5 bases. You can see here, minus 189 at Pinnacle is enough alone to make me want to bet it. And actually, while I'm switching over to the PrizePicks, we're going to update that page just to make sure we haven't lost any of them. But sure enough, we still have Patrick Wisdom at half a base. So we will add him at more. The next one we will be taking is actually a sport that I watch very, very little of. But we're going to head over to tennis for the Carlos Alcaraz total games over 18 at minus 140 at Pinnacle. You'll see that I am a sucker for Pinnacle. They just consecutively have good lines. What we will be checking here is just to see when they are going to be playing, because sometimes people don't love to have their money tied up in things, but no, actually, this is going to be starting pretty soon. So we'll be taking the over games based on that Pinnacle line. That's enough for me to want to. And I'm a big fan. I've talked about this a couple of times. I'm a big fan of diversification of a couple of sports. It's just hard, especially like last night. You got a couple NBA games, and you're just trying to predict several things happening in one or two NBA games. It's risky business because you're just playing with fire with that many games over and over. But hey, it works. So the third pick, you can see that I was making, and I'm assuming you all can see my logic here, is the over 2.5 shots of Pierre-Luc Dubois for the Winnipeg Jets. Over 2.5, minus 138, minus 139 at Pinnacle, minus 140 at BetMGM. And it's actually matched right below it. By the Avalanche shots and goal, 2.5 for Valerie. So we are minus 138 at Pinnacle, minus 140 at BetMGM. So we will be adding that one as well. We will come over to, so we got some late night hockey games that we'll be playing. And then we will head back over for two more. Fifth pick is going to be, let's stay on the ice. I just really like the odds you're paying these shots on goals. It's just hard not to take this value. So it might be it's going to be a heavy hockey slate for these early picks. Baseball comes out later, as I said. So those kind of start flowing into Dagos, and they're a little bit harder in the middle of the week to grab. But with some playoff games, a lot of shots on goal. These are all forwards that are going to be having a lot of opportunities. So I say we just ride the hot hand. We don't overthink this one at all. So we come down and we grab Matty Beiners, the Seattle Kraken. Folks, that's as easy as it is. What'd that take? 2 or 3 minutes? Using the OddsJam fantasy screen, we look at the odds. The Pinnacle and other odds are saying, hey, we're making you pay a lot to take these. We're uncomfortable with people betting more and more of these positions. Yet we're only paying minus 119 for these picks. We continue to head over to apps like PrizePicks. We put 6 or 5 players in these things. We load them up, and we continue to bet them. And over time, the value is just there. So quickly, I'll go over the 6-pick PrizePicks based on the OddsJam fantasy screen. These are our picks for today. I will post any other PrizePicks that get added once baseball comes on later in the day, but I won't have videos for that. So watch on the Picket and the Discord, and we will have the picks all on there. Thank you guys for following along, and I will have a video out tomorrow for more picks. Enjoy your sports. Let's win some bets.